Hello, this is my final assignment 2 for math class. This is the first part of the homework, the collision one. I have a square, circle, and a capsule right here. I have my physics system, the collision, where they're all inside. I also added the bottom stuff, like how to see the bottom things like uh, where is it? Like the circle one? Oh. Oh yeah, I removed it from the code. I forgot about what was working before. But since there's no use in it and it's not a part of the uh, assignment, I removed it. This is the overlap test. And this is how it works. I put 3 different movements for all of the shapes. And when they collide, all of them turn the same color, but yeah. The coloring is a bit weird, but I don't know how to solve that. In the coding, this is the movement for the uh, square. It starts as the color red, like when they're all separate. This is the movement. I use the IKLJ keys for the square's movements. For the circle, again it starts as red. I decide to use the arrow buttons, the arrow keys for the circle's movement. And for the capsule, I use the WSDA keys for their movements. This is the overlap test. If like in the physics system script, the overlap tool, this when this is on, it happens, it changes them to green or else they're red. And here, uh, this was what I put for like this was the coding for the bottom, to show the bottom of each of the shapes of the sprites, but I'm not using that, like there's no need for that. And this is what I decided to use for the collision, because the other ones that I tried to use, it's, yeah, for some reason, either only the circle was like turning green and nothing else. So yeah, that like the one that I'm using right now, the coding that I'm using right now is my third attempt at coding the physics system. The other ones I tried to do each like collision with square, collision with the capsule, the collision with the circle and stuff. And here all of them were together, but that didn't work. No, it's only worked for one of them, so I had to change that. And right now, even if it's not working properly, it's like, it's better than the other one. Yeah, that's the first, the part one. This is part two, the gravity. When I turn it on, all of them come down at the same time. they're at different heights, and they're like different shapes. One is smaller, one is bigger, but they all land at the same place. There's the circle, the square, the capsule, again the physics system, and this is the ground. I made it static like it says that I needed to do in the uh, like assignment document. And for this, I only had to use one script to code everything, the gravity one. I put all of them as game objects, and also I know I needed to add like mass, but the thing is like I didn't know where to add it because if if there's no like uh if there's no air in there that I needed to like code in, then all of them, no matter their mass, would like fall at the same time, and there was nothing about like the air force adding any air force. So with mass or without mass, all of them like would fall the same way, and I like looked through all of the equations, and I couldn't find anything where I needed to add gravity, like no, not gravity, but mass. I couldn't find any equations where I could like put in the mass where it could like affect how it falls. So I just wrote them here. The other ones I wrote when they reach the ground, they just stop there. They stop where they're supposed to do. They fall in a straight line. They don't move anywhere. And I put them at different heights too to show like some of them like take longer because they're higher, and this one, since this one is taller, it takes much shorter even if it was at the same height. And that's part two of the assignment. This is the part three. This one I had a bit of an issue with. I looked through many like videos to see how to make it work, and when I pre- let me start again so I can show where the position is. When I click on it, it just goes up and then starts falling like way above. It doesn't, we don't see it like going up, we just see it falling down like that. Again, there was like a ground and all of the sprites and the physics system and the apply force. I looked through a lot of places, but I couldn't find. I added the gravity stuff from part two because, well, it needs gravity to go down. I added the height projectile equation to see like the maximum height it could go to and then come down, and this is the input get mouse button down. When you press on it, it goes up. And yes, all of my uh that's my math assignment.